The title of this CD has the word Miscellany in it, and the music deliberately reflects a wide range of styles, and that shows some of the interests of Gemini, the ensemble that I direct, and of myself in our repertoire choices. The bass clarinet is not used as a soloist, rather it's an equal partner in the chamber ensemble or duo. And the bass clarinet has a very wide range, from the bottom B flat of a bassoon, which is a whole tone lower than the cello, up for about 4 octaves, and you might like to hear what that sounds like. So that very wide range means that the instrument can be used in many different ways. And in fact, a fine example of this is the work by York Bowen, the Fantasy Quintet for bass clarinet and string quartet, which uses the instrument in an interesting variety of ways. At times as a second cello, releasing the cello itself to play higher, as a second viola, and even as a second violin, duetting with the first violin. The bass clarinet itself occasionally is the lead voice, but much more it's an integrated quintet. The different ensembles throughout the disc offer enormous contrasts, and Dave Smith's Aragonesca, which is a set of 3 Cuban dancers, exploits the quartet that he chose of saxophone, bass clarinet, violin and cello to the full, and he uses duets and solos and the full ensemble in lots of fascinating coloristic ways, so that it's endlessly moving, rather like a kaleidoscope. Cheryl Frances-Hoad and Helen Rowe used their combination that I requested very differently from each other: mezzo-soprano and bass clarinet. Cheryl sets a text by Cicero's brother, telling Cicero how he thinks he should approach his attempts to get elected to the Senate in Rome. Some very dodgy political advice is given here, and the bass clarinet sometimes comments on, sometimes contradicts the text. Helen, on the other hand, has the voice and the bass clarinet very closely together as a genuine duet, very much intertwined. Occasionally the bass clarinet is quite a lot higher than the voice, and sometimes is used for musical word painting of the text. Jonathan Harvey's trio for flute, doubling piccolo, bass clarinet and piano, has 3 soloists, and all are given at various points very virtuosic music to play, and the pitch range is from the depths of the piano to the very high notes in the piccolo, and indeed particularly towards the end of the work the bass clarinet begins to encroach on the piccolo's pitch area. Sadie Harrison's two Lithuanian folk songs for bass clarinet and piano have quite strongly emotional contexts. John White wrote for string trio supported by a bass clarinet. Hugh Watkins has the piano set against, although not combatively, against the cello and the bass clarinet, with the bass clarinet under the cello most of the time, allowing it to sing in its tenor register. And of course at the very beginning of this little film you heard an extract of Bill Smith's jazz set for two bass clarinets. So all in all, a real miscellany, I hope, of music and styles. And what I have enjoyed in this project is playing music by friends with friends.